idea per slide. If there's a thing called Hick's law, which means the more choices you put on the screen, the more time they're spending, the viewer spending trying to figure out what those items are on the screen. If you look at this slide, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items, right? You could even say that this X and Y axis is one item. You could even say the chart is one item. So in that fact, it's actually just one item on the screen. If you have 10,000 objects on the screen, they are not paying attention to you while they're trying to figure out what it is. And if they're not paying attention to you, that's bad, right? Because now they've lost the story. Because if they're at the movie and they're checking their phone, they're not paying attention to you, you've lost them. So make a point and prove it. And you'll see this happen. And this is why these templates are set up in PowerPoint this way. Here's the point that you make. Here's the proof. Make a point, prove it. Make a point, prove it. We grew 60% year over year. Prove it. We did this through this. Prove it, prove it, prove it, right? There's a reason why these types of slides work, is because they allow you to make a point and prove it. You don't need to say all the things on all the slides. Again, this is the first date. Imagine if you went on a first date and that person blabbed on for 4 hours about them because they wanted to get their whole life story in, because like, oh, I need to tell them this whole life story. You'd never go on a date with them again because they're telling you all the things. What you want to do is get them interested, ask questions, have them talk most of the time. So this is what happens. These are the types of slides I get when they want to say all the things on all the slides. If you're a PhD out there, PhDs are the ones who do this constantly. They are so smart and so intelligent that they think they have so much in their head, they need to get it all on the slide. So now you have this. Imagine if this were a slide that I was trying to talk you through. I'm over here and you're over here, and then you're over here, and now I've completely lost you. And worse, I call it the substitute teacher effect, is where I read what's on the slide. If anybody's ever had a substitute teacher in high school and they read the slide, you're like, oh my goodness. Especially if they're a slow reader. I'm a fast reader, so I want to go fast. So don't do that. Then these are government slides. This one's a government. Can you imagine what, I mean, I don't know what this person was doing at the time. Maybe they were 6 White Claws into doing this thing. I don't know what it was, but it looks absolutely ridiculous because they're trying to put all this stuff on here, especially with like these intricate diagrams. You don't need to do that.